Now, we do have a keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker is actually from Pine Hills, and it's going to join us today for this inaugural Pine Hills Parade and celebration. Mr. Tim Haberkamp. Is it Haberkamp or Haberkamp? Haberkamp. See, I got it right the first time. Thank you. I only have a 50-50 shot, you know. But Tim is described as a cornerstone of Pine Hills, a proud graduate of Evans High School, who, by the way, Brian McKnight also is an Evans High School graduate. Y'all know the R&B singer, Brian McKnight, also an Evans High School grad. But Mr. Haberkamp is the owner of Hardee's. We all know Hardee's right there. And it's been there at Pine Hills Road and Silver Star Road since 1966. He never ran. He always stayed a successful businessman with a heart for family and community. He committed decades of his time and efforts on various community improvement projects, served on key organizations like the Pine Hills Neighborhood Improvement District. Tim helped recruit the YMCA branch on Hastings Street over there to provide educational and social services to our children and families in the Pine Hills area. His contributions are invaluable in helping to revitalize Pine Hills and make it into an economically thriving community where we can live, walk to shop, experience diverse cultures. Please help me welcome Tim Haberkamp. Show him some love. Thank you so much.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm not going to be the speaker everybody else is, but I'm not a professional. I make burgers for a living. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Pine Hills Parade today. It's been years since we had a parade. This is kind of set off by the establishment of the parade, kind of influence of our work and effort in the community. It was a great event for the community, a celebration of many projects that have been completed, are underway, or in the planning stages. Each of you as Pine Hills residents should be proud of what has been accomplished, and take the opportunity to get involved and make a mark in the future of the Pine Hills development. There are over 70,000 residents in our community, and the possibilities are endless if we all work together. Let's talk a few minutes about the accomplishments we've been helping to revitalize the Pine Hills community. But first, let's get a round of applause for the parade committee and the hard work they've done. As Gary talked about a little earlier, Evans High School has been a pinnacle of the redevelopment of Pine Hills. The OCPS took a 50-year-old school, redeveloped it, and not only did it help the landscape of the corner to improve economic development, it also gave our students a top-notch education facility so that they could do all they could do. Evans was designated as a community school, which added many benefits not only to the students but to the entire community. United Foundation and Elevate are both organizations that help mentor students on top of the educational system that Evans High School provides. There are so many other athletic projects, band, wrestling, football, all that stuff that we should be proud they do, and how they help mold our children into the people they're going to be in the future and what they'll do after they graduate high school. Hanging on to my pages here. Pine Hills Community Council has been a driving force for change in our community. It has had many leaders over the 50 years, but it's always been there, the leader connecting businesses, residents, and government to keep Pine Hills improving for the future. Without this group of dedicated leaders, many of the improvements would not have happened. They are the reason that Orange County formed and supports the Pine Hills Safe Neighborhood Partnership, along with the Neighborhood Improvement District. The Pine Hills Safe Neighborhood Partnership has been there for over 20 years that I know of. And its primary goal is to help improve the residential areas. They have been responsible for installing all the welcome signs that you see coming in and out of Pine Hills on the major roads. They've painted walls, done cleanups, many other projects. They've had meetings for every month. They'll do like hurricane preparedness for the residents and stuff like that. So they're always involved with the residents. And without the support of those two organizations between Pine Hills Community Council and the Safe Neighborhood Partnership, we wouldn't be standing here at this parade today. Next thing, the Neighborhood Improvement District, which I was on for quite a few years, was formed in 2011 by the Orange County Board of County Commissioners in order to improve the Pine Hills and Silver Star Road corridors from Colonial Drive to Hiawassee Road. The district was formed specifically to improve business district, which will improve the community, giving residents more reasons to shop locally, also providing jobs for the residents. The NID has worked on many projects, including cleanups, zoning changes, brownfield allocations. The district has recently been awarded grants for infrastructure improvements along Pine Hills Road because a lot of that's still septic fields, so we're trying to get that done. We've worked with government agencies to develop a pedestrian safety plan for Pine Hills Road, which you'll see happen in the next couple of years. Where, more crosswalks, safer, more lighting on the sidewalks, that type of thing. So that's all getting completed now. We're kind of probably going to get held up a little bit because the infrastructure grant is we're going to look at how to put all that together. Soon the new gateway feature should be installed at the intersection of Pine Hills and Silver Star Road. It's kind of just a big sign letting everybody know, hey, you're in the center of Pine Hills. We decided to do it at that corner because it's more residential. Colonial Drive gets a little more commercial and drive-through traffic, and that Evans High School, again, being a predominant point in the community, really, we wanted it right there so everybody knew they were in Pine Hills. So we're also working on a workforce project that will help train and place residents into careers. After 9 years of leading this council, I'm happy to turn over the reins to Michael Strayhorn, who owns his office building at Pine Hills, or at Silver Star and Pioneer Road. I'm looking forward to great things from our executive director, Sam Weekly, and Michael, and the rest of the council members in the future. Commissioner Sickland, along with the Board of County Commissioners, as was discussed earlier, has purchased that building for the Multicultural Arts Center, which is a great thing for the community. We cleared up a dead building, and now it's turning into something that's going to be a feature for everyone. It's a great thing. Anytime you take Pine Hills it's had its heyday and it's come down and now it's growing back up. Anytime we can get somebody to build a new building or improve something, it's just one less thing we have to worry about in the future. A couple of the other things we had is the Pine Hills Trail. Who's been on the Pine Hills Trail? Okay, it's a great. Michael, good morning, sir. The Link Superstation is going to be built right there on Velcro Drive, and it's going to give the residents of Pine Hills a lot of opportunity to get on and off buses, and we have the commitment from Links that they're going to keep it all cleaned up, so it'll be just a great part of, it'll look like this park, hopefully. So I doubt that's going to happen, but maybe. Also, the Orange County's recently purchased the TRS building on the corner of Powers Drive and Silver Star, and they will be rebuilding that property to the mosquito control thing. So again, we'll get another building along the corridor that's a new building, that'll be landscaped, and we know because Orange County owns it, they'll take care of it. If they don't, we call our commissioner and they go out there and clean it up. So, okay, we're also lucky to have the Wayne Dentsch YMCA and the Walt Disney Boys and Girls Club in Pine Hills community. These organizations are committed to helping our local youth and parents, providing opportunities for our youth in addition to their school education. You have seen many properties in the community being rebuilt, remodeled. This all improves the economics and the lifestyle of the Pine Hills community. These are just a few of the many things that are improved in Pine Hills. Please get involved. We need your help to make Pine Hills a great community. Let's work together and make Pine Hills a great place to live, work, shop, and play. Thank you very much.